Bam, right in a row. We're just gonna riff on this one. All right, meditation. I want to talk about meditation. I've touched on this in multiple videos, but nobody wants to have to watch 20 minutes of something just to find out what the hell I'm talking about now. So this idea that meditation is almost like a meditation is this figurative thing. And you realize, in a sense, everything is meditative, and everything becomes meditative because depending on obviously what type of meditation you're doing, if you are doing the kind of meditation where you're like trying to just clear your mind, and as soon as anything comes into it, you're just like, no, go over there. No, this is where we're at now. And it comes back in, it's like, no, go over there. This is where we're at right now. And the more that you do it, the easier that it becomes to do it. It's like working out a muscle. It's like anything else. You need to have those infractions. You need to have those rips and those tears before the space fills and that your ability to be able to do something sustains and gets larger. Beautiful. So, if I'm doing a task, if I'm trying to code something, and I'm like, stay on task, don't get distracted, and something else comes in, and it's like, nope, go over there. And it's like, nope, go over there. This is what I'm doing right now. That then becomes the meditation. And so in a sense, everything kind of becomes meditation, and you can argue whether or not meditation actually exists or not. Think about it with anything. Think about it with having a conversation. Think about it with staying within the scope of a conversation too. Because it's easy enough to just bring in this outside topic that doesn't really come from anywhere, which might be interesting sometimes depending on how serious you're being about a conversation or what you're trying to accomplish. So I guess in that sense, meditation kind of becomes this thing that is like, just like one tool or one aspect of your ability to stay on track and your ability to focus. Thought I would have more to say about it than that. Again, yeah, okay, so you walk in the path. You walk in the path of enlightenment, practicing these things. The challenge of you getting lonely. You get lonely, but you know, of course I'm going to get lonely. I'm the only thing that exists. As soon as you bring that thing back in, you bring back in that light that evaporates that shadow of the ego, and it's like, yes, of course I'm lonely. It's okay. It's fine. And then again, it comes back in. You shine that light again, and you're like, yes, but yes, and you keep holding that shit down. But every time you do, like, things push back. Things push back almost because we are holding ourselves together. It's almost like, I kind of think of, I'm getting off track here. This is me doing it now, but fuck it. So you got the light and the dark, and they're holding themselves together, and in between, and that resistance is the act of life coming into existence. It is the response to God and the devil pushing against each other. Almost by design. Maybe not design, just by virtue of it existing at all. Because to say that there was an initial thing is to say that there was a beginning. But it's just always been this infinite thing. Because it's always existed. Because there's no beginning to the story. Here's another callback. You're welcome. So yeah, feeling lonely. That one, and then the topic I just did about your inability to communicate it. It's like, once you get frustrated that you can't communicate it, then it's up to that part of your mind to come in and tell yourself, yes, of course you can't communicate it. There is nothing outside of it to use to communicate or talk about it. And so again, come back in. Anytime that thing comes in, no, it's just like, you remember what's true. Holding that truth with you. And then you can start to apply that to any task. That is just whatever you're doing. You training for something, you practicing something. Anytime if I want to draw the parallel of a thought coming into a cleared mind during meditation, I can also say a doubt coming into the mind of somebody trying to learn something. If you're trying to learn a task and you think that you can't do it, the part of you that knows absolutely you can do it, you just need to keep putting the time in and keep doing it. And then you start having this argument with yourself because then the ego is like, yeah, but I don't want to do it. And then the other side's like, yeah, but you're never going to want to do it. You're never going to want to do it. Maybe sometimes you will, but that requires discipline, again, to get that ball rolling in the first place. So where does the momentum for it to start rolling come from? This is why this is kind of just me talking. Yeah, just use meditation as a metaphor for you trying to learn anything. And anytime you catch yourself getting distracted, draw the parallel of that distraction, that doubt, that ego, being the thought, the form that steps in to the formless mind that you are trying to maintain. And then the consciousness is that formlessness. Your understanding of your infinite ability to succeed is that consciousness. Yeah, we'll keep it short. We'll do 5 minutes. That's good. I'm happy with it. It's a little bit less than 5 minutes, but fuck it. There you go. Little bite-sized ones for you. Enjoy yourself. Oh yeah, so what parallels do you draw for meditation? God, I'm such a fucking weird guy. I love it. And that's kind of like, as you meditate, you kind of get more self-aware about yourself. You're kind of just observing yourself more, and I've always had a very good sense of humor about myself, because I feel like I have almost always been the observer of my life, and you get to the point where it's like the sliding scale of how much you observe in yourself. How unconscious are you being, I guess. So yeah, what do you guys think is a parallel for meditation? What things that most people would not consider meditative do you find meditative? There we go. There we go. Working out too. I've been trying to jazzercise more. That's a very good form of meditation. Keeping your tongue pressed to the roof of your mouth. That's meditative. And what can you do to help you remind yourself of that? Because I was looking into the mewing and, keeping that up against a soft palate to make your face cooler. Yeah, like wear a ring. Do something you wouldn't normally do to constantly keep yourself reminded of what you said you would be doing. And then meditation is just consciousness. How conscious can you be of it at all times? Because there's sometimes when I'm meditating that you're just like, how long have I been thinking about shit for? It feels like it's been like 5 minutes. I started meditating 10 minutes ago and half that feels like it was wasted. But again, that's like a repetition. That's like pushing it out. And every time you remind it, you're like, I've been unconsciously thinking about shit. And then it's just like, when you catch yourself, I'm saying like a lot again, but to hell with it. It's like when I'm coding and I thought this video was going to be done 3 minutes ago. I'm getting distracted here. But it's all content, I guess. It's all content, so it's about how conscious the content is, I suppose. So there's a fun parallel. So yeah. Let me know what's up, guys. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon.